talking shit is my problem. Niggas talking shit, bitches talking shit is not my problem, not my problem. That's not my problem. 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 That's why I cannot confide in you. Looking within, find sanctuary in my solitude. Now I got the juice, passion fruit and guava juice. Guava juice, mango juice and guava juice. Yeah, my problem. Yeah, that's just not my problem.
You want to look like me? Do that. Do that. Do that 3 times. Back. All right. Otherwise, shut up. This is my second day back in the gym, and see how I'm working out? You could tell I've already trained my body to do these things. I've been training for like 4 or 5 years now, hardcore. So around COVID time is when I got my personal trainer, and I trained with bodybuilder trainers. I had like 5, 6 trainers, guys. I've even worked out at Self-Made Training Gym, but I've been to a lot of gyms. Okay, not just John Reed, not just boxing, because I box too. But you know, football has always been in my lane as well. So I didn't play football, but I did play JV, softball, volleyball. You know, I've always been athletic, and I always been like into sports and like dancing, and I was drill team captain. I was a cheerleader. So I've always been like this, and I am 33 years old, and I look 25, feel 25, guys. So no excuse. But if you do, it's okay. My secret is music.
It's only bitch I'm dead wrong, and my bitch ain't Saudi Arabian but a red phone. I got money, niggas doubt it, now I'm mad on. Hey, I got rolling bullets, I'm on 2-tone. This tenderoni can't get off me, I see. My slime brothers, Pluto, Savage, YB, Quavo, take off, Offset, Uzi, Lil Durk, Meat Mill, Drizzy, more names, plenty. Fuck it, buy a pink Mercedes. I make fours every year, little baby. I don't like no long nails on my lady. Is it you that can't prevail, that I'm shady? White toes and high heels, she the latest. She got plastic Cartiers, then she
Hello. Well, look, this is how I'm going to respond to this. 7 years ago, I got pregnant. It was my third pregnancy in my life. So I got pregnant when I was 19 with my ex. And I got pregnant twice at 19. But that pregnancy was different. I didn't gain weight. But when about 7 years ago, I got pregnant again. And that pregnancy was different. I had gained weight because I was 7 weeks, I think, and I had an abortion. So that's why I put on weight. I was 225 and normally I'm about 180. So how you see me now is my normal look. Like, people know I look like this, right? But pregnancy is different. You know, I didn't even know I was pregnant. But at that time, I was eating, you know, like for the child. And then we were drinking. We were going out and drinking to, like, you know, we were living life, me and the, you know, the person I was with. But I wasn't going to have a kid with that person. That wasn't in the plan. So hate me if I'm pro-choice. But that, yeah, 7 years ago, I was 225 because of pregnancy weight, baby weight. But that's what catapulted me to get back in shape. So I was like, prior to me dating him, I was in the gym. I was at Metroflex. That's where I was at. Metroflex, Iron Addicts. I had trainers. And then I started dealing with this guy. And he threw me off track. Got me pregnant. Was taking me out. Whining and dining. Like, it was crazy. Anyways. And I just wasn't trying to live that life. So basically, after the abortion, I waited like 2 years. And then I started training hard again. I started investing in personal trainers. So that's when I got my body back. And I trained with Tanya. I trained with Jabbar. I trained with Carl Lewis. I trained with a lot of EOS trainers. I trained with a lot of trainers. Yelp even trained. We went to Yelp events at Self-Made. I was training at the boxing gym. I was training at Mad City Boxing. I was training at John Reed doing cycle. But I was doing other stuff. I was going to CrossFit. I was going to yoga. I was working out at my own gyms that I was getting memberships to. I never stopped. So that was like, I started 5 years ago around COVID. But yeah, it's been a journey. And you have to have like a true passion for it. And I grew up around athletes. All my siblings were athletic, you know, football, basketball, everything. So anyways, that's why I look so youthful and so young. You know, my hair is, you know, has no problem growing, you know, because that's the best way to get your stress out. It's the best way to look good. It's the best way to stay in good health. So no, was I bigger? Only due to pregnancy weight. That's the only thing. And that didn't stop me. I was like, I'm back. I'm not going to go get a BBL, lipo 360, mommy makeover, whatever that these girls do. But I was like, you know, I'm going to invest thousands of dollars. I invested thousands of dollars into trainers and gyms and supplements and, you know, stuff like that. Investing into myself. You know, I was a model for a body sculpting business called Calibods for like 2-3 years. And they would use me as a model, you know, to do body sculpting on and massages, lymphatic massages. I got so many lymphatic massages that I paid for. It's a lot I could say. Like, I really invested, like, into me. So, that's my answer.